Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm currently at the park. I came here to kind of film a life update. I'm gonna be painting while I talk to you all because I feel like that kind of worked out for me last time. So we're gonna do that again. But okay, yeah, I will see you when I find a spot. I'm gonna get started on the foundation of this painting. I actually wrote down the topics I wanted to discuss just because I feel like sometimes I get scared or get nervous or whatever, and I don't know, I forget. So, first things first, I quit my job. There's actually a lot of factors that played into why I quit my job. The main thing that I'm going to say is I personally just don't think that maybe I could have, I don't know. I just didn't want to handle the stress of my master's program and working full time. I don't know, I don't know what I'm going through or what I don't know really how to express how I feel, but I just really felt like I needed to move on, and I just didn't think that working full time I could handle it, and I didn't think I wanted to handle it. I knew that I could handle it, but I didn't want to handle it. I really wanted to spend my final year in my master's program just focusing on my master's program, and one of my biggest things is I really want to write a thesis that's good. I don't know, I just want to write something that's good, that's very reflective of the department and CSUSB, and just something that's beneficial for me. One thing that was brought to my attention was especially for my concentration, which is public and professional writing, I want to create something that I have to present to companies, when I graduate. And that is it's scary, I don't even know, so bad. I don't even know what I really want to write about. I do and I don't, and I do, but I don't. I was supposed to already turn in my proposal for the thesis, but I was getting zero updates, zero email updates from the department letting me know oh, this is due, make sure you go to this workshop, which I should be responsible on my own. I fully take responsibility for that, but the department messed up by accident and didn't have public and professional writing that concentration entered correctly into the email blast or whatever. So none of the public and professional writing concentration were receiving any of those emails. So long story short, I'm behind, and I need to have already submitted my proposal, but I'm just struggling because for so many reasons I'm just all over the place, just kind of trying to figure out what I want to write, and yeah, that's that. The next thing on my list that I wanted to talk about was, I forgot to mention that I didn't just quit my job and I'm not doing anything. I quit my job and I'm substituting. I've only had a couple positions so far, and they've been interesting to say the least. I had a 5th and 6th combo class, which was it was okay. They're pretty self-sufficient. I had first graders, which that was a lot. Kids need attention, and don't get me wrong, I love kids, but when there's a shit ton of them, 25 of them screaming Miss P, Miss P, Miss P, I'm no more Miss P. I don't want to hear another Miss P. Okay, quiet. They had this little thing that was waterfall, and then they all go shh. I can't tell you how many times I used that to like get their attention, because they were just like, they were nuts, man. They were a lot, but I mean, they're cool little kids. They were adorable. And then I also did PE not too long ago. Like, that was cool. That was a vibe. So that's what I'm doing in the meantime until I figure out some things. Yeah, so back to school. My prison class that I'm taking right now, that class is amazing. Like, it's just such an amazing experience to take a class in a prison, because I mean, you just like, it opens your mind to so many things, and you really kind of, it really helps you appreciate the things that you do have, and just the fact that we're able to go to class and then go home is like such a fortunate thing that like not everyone gets to experience, you know. And just the fact that we even get to go to class is such a fortunate thing. So to be able to go in a prison where some of your classmates don't get to go home like you do, it's crazy. It's a crazy kind of thing to experience. So yeah, I'm learning not only a lot about like maybe life, I guess you could say, but also like our class is just focusing on archival work, specifically prison archives, and it's been so interesting to like read about like various prison archives. And like, for example, like one of our first readings was like the Japanese internment camps, and we took a look at like the it was called the Press Bulletin, and it was like a newspaper like printed in the internment camps. For my midterm, I wrote about religion in the Japanese internment camps, like from the Press Bulletins. So I kind of studied how how Japanese religion kind of shift from before the internment camps to after, and how assimilation had like a really big role on religion, and from that time period specifically, the impact it had on Japanese American religion. I did a short paper in a couple of weeks, so don't come at me if you know like way more than me. Actually do come at me and let me know so that I'm more educated. But from what I learned was, I'll probably mistake it, but the two main religions in Japan before the internment camp were Buddhism, and I can't really say the other one. It starts with an S, but I can't really say it. Those were the two main religions in Japan before the internment camps, and main religion for Japanese Americans, like I said, before the internment camps. During the internment camps, in those press bulletins, what is like mainly like the religious services that are mainly offered are Christianity and Catholicism, and yeah, there's a couple Buddhism services, but nowhere near as much as there were like Christianity and Catholicism. And that was just something that like really blew my mind. Yeah, long story short, that's what I studied for my midterm, and yeah, that's one class. My other class is like also pretty freaking amazing. It's like that environmental humanities class that I'm taking. We read a book for that class called The Memory of Water, or Memory of Water. That's a great book. I highly suggest you check it out. It's a dystopian novel about the catastrophe of the water wars. I don't know, check it out. If you want to read it, you don't, cool. It's really, it's an interesting book, interesting read for sure. But that class is great. The professor for that class is also pretty great, and he also is my reader for my thesis, so I really, really appreciate him. Smart professor, just like, I don't know, great, just great vibes too. Like, very understanding too, to our needs as students. I feel like that's how most of CSUSB's professors are. They're actually quite understanding to like the demographic of their students, which is like amazing. I love CSUSB in that their ability to really understand and I don't know, just like care about the demographic of their like students and just like overall. Personally, with my experience in the English department, I love it. I love the department, I love the professor. So the next thing on my list, like the whole thesis thing, I wanted to wait to talk about that till the end, just because like I can't even tell y'all how like stressed I am about that. Like I wanna write something good. And like I had a meeting with with a professor who was like the smartest person in the world. Just so smart in my eyes, and I loved her when I had a class with her, and I wish she could be one of my thesis readers, but she's going on leave and so she can't help me. But she sat down with me anyways, and she was like, okay, what about this, what about that? Like I told her everything I have like planned and stuff, and she just gave me like such great insight, and like it was so helpful. And like despite the fact that she wasn't gonna be my thesis reader, she still cared to help me like get my proposal out, to like find a reader. Like I told her I had a couple professors in mind, and she was like, okay, but what about these professors? Like based off of what you want to write about, like these professors will really be able to help you like navigate your argument and whatnot. And I was like, you know what, like I'll check them out, like I'll ask them. Like one of them I didn't have a class with, so I didn't really feel comfortable asking them if they would be my reader. But another one I did actually have one class with her, so I reached out to her and she agreed to be my reader. So I was like, sick. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. I will update you all. But yeah, I don't know. The last thing I kind of had on my list was just like a mental health update, which, if I'm being honest, I don't know how I feel. Like maybe I do and I just don't want to express it, but I felt very like on edge, I guess, or just like very like I thought that when I quit my job that I was gonna feel like this huge like amount of like stress, like, or weight just like lifted off of me. And which I did in a sense. Like I did have this like stress of not having to worry about like lack of time for school and stuff, which like I did get that like sense of weight. But then there was like this weight lifted off, and then there's other weight lifted on me. And like I did think about this weight before I quit, and the weight that I'm talking about that came on me was just the fact that like, how am I gonna pay my bills? How am I gonna pay my tuition? How am I going to like just pay for stuff? And like, yeah, I am substituting, and they like pay well, but it's just like I think I'm at like a crucial time period. Like they pay monthly, and I took 3 weeks off, and it's just like this big thing, and my tuition is due. Like I did get a grant to help me pay for my final year, but I didn't realize that grant only pays for tuition, so it doesn't pay for any like miscellaneous fees or whatnot. So it's like about $1,000 more per semester that I have to pay for, which is like, I guess nothing, but like to me, not having a job where I'm at right now, it's a lot. Yeah, so that weight kind of was placed on me when I quit. Just in general, I don't know, I just feel like the fact that I don't have like a steady paycheck coming in every like week, bi-weekly, scares me. I think that like I did take that into consideration like when I quit. I don't know, I'm just trying to figure things out. I don't know, but show a little bit of like where I'm at. I know you're probably thinking like, this bitch did not paint a thing. She only did one color. That was my intention. I really wanted to like paint the whole thing like a tannish color, which was this. And then I kind of want to let it dry and go in with like some pastel blue, greens, more like I don't know, like soft blues like on top of it. Not on top of it, but like, I don't know, I'm trying to think it out, but like maybe like swirls or something. I don't know. I'll let that dry while I talk a little bit more, but yeah, that's just kind of where my mental state is at. It's just kind of a little off, and I don't know, I just trying to figure out what I want to do. I think for the longest time, I found like security in knowing exactly what I wanted to do. Like, I went to college knowing exactly what I wanted to do. I'm in college knowing exactly what I want to do. I'm at the peak, or not the peak, but the final lap of my like college career, and I don't know if it's like doubt or what it is, but I just like, I don't know anymore. Like, I'm guessing myself. I'm like, do I even like, am I even good enough to like do what I want to do, or like, is that really what I want to do? Like, what do I really want to do? Is like, I don't know. And I feel like it's hard because like, I think it also provides my parents a sense of like security and stability, knowing that their daughter knows exactly what they want to do. So I don't really like express that to them or like anyone else really. But yeah, I don't know. It sucks because I'm at the final lap too. Like, after this, like, I don't know if I'm gonna get another master's or my PhD. Like, I had a meeting with my graduate coordinator, and I told her how I wanted another master's in business. I told her why, and she was like, well, like, why would you spend all this money if you feel like you got like at least enough experience to like build the foundation of what you want to do? Like, why would you waste all your money, especially for someone who paid out of pocket their entire college career? Why would I pay out of pocket again, like take out another loan, increase my loans just for another master's that like it doesn't really seem to be necessary? I don't know now. Like, she's freaking right. Like, why would I take out another loan, like, just to get another master's when I got some of that experience already, you know, like working at the nonprofit? So I don't know. And I don't know. I want to know so bad, but I will find out. It'll work out. I know it will. And if it doesn't, I mean, I guess it was meant to be, right? Like, doors closed so another one could open. Yeah, but I just need to maybe like take a step back and like do a little bit more like self-reflecting, to figure out like if what I want to do is really what I want to do. If not, put the effort in to find out what I want to do. But yeah. I know I really didn't paint much during this video. Like I said, I wanted to build the foundation of my painting while I kind of just talked a little bit. Thank you all for watching. If you have any questions for me, whether that's on school or life or I don't know, anything, feel free to text me if you have my number, DM me, anything really, just comment on this video. I don't know. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I hope you all have a great day, night, wherever you're at.